Hello, Orange County. Welcome back. I'm Alex Bueno.
And I'm Matt Takahashi, and welcome to SGNOC, a feel-good news show about you, Orange County.
And now for some good news. Parenting OC released their top teachers of 2021 list, and at number 1 is Philip Chow from Beckman High School. At the beginning of the year, during Philip Chow's 5-minute meetings with each student, he lets them ask him 3 questions of their choice. And the top question is usually, why are you so happy? His answer is simple. He looks at what he has, a loving wife, shelter, food, a great job, and he's filled with gratitude. Philip Chow is an AP biology teacher at Beckman High School, where character building is an important part of his lessons. And he teaches by practice. For instance, when teaching about gratitude, he creates events where students can plan celebrations to thank people such as cafeteria workers and night custodians. Some other teachers who made the top 10 lists, in no particular order, are Miriam Bernard from Heritage Oak, Charles Fanning from La Habra High School, Nancy Chung, Orchard Hills School, and Karen O'Hanlon, Fairmount School's historic Anaheim campus. Congratulations. Matt?
Do you like food? Well, the residents of Westminster certainly do, and now Meals on Wheels Orange County is offering a new menu item that has brought joy to the many Vietnamese Americans who live in the city. 250 seniors have ordered the authentic Vietnamese meals each week, and the city says demand has skyrocketed during the pandemic. Once it ends, Meals on Wheels Orange County says it won't be easy for seniors to simply go back to normal due to lingering fears about the virus and other issues caused by a year of isolation. The hope is to continue offering the cuisine weekly, which is made possible thanks to a partnership with the City of Westminster. If you'd like to support the program, visit www.mealsonwheelsoc.org.
Thanks, Matt. School is hard. And we here at SGNOC want to congratulate 2 Santa Ana High School students who have been accepted to a number of Ivy League schools, including Harvard. Ociel Flores says he's the son of Mexican immigrants and will be a first-generation college student. He was also accepted to Princeton. Flores plans to major in mechanical engineering. And also Stephanie Gutierrez. She hopes to become a pro bono attorney in order to serve her community. In addition to Harvard, she was accepted to Columbia, Brown, and Dartmouth. Way to go, guys. Oh, and this just in. Aww. This is really sweet. Apparently, there is a clown by the name of Esposito who happens to be a master barber cutting hair and confetti bombing customers at the OC Barber's Parlor in Huntington Beach. He started clowning around when he was just a kid, and almost 10 years ago, Richie committed to becoming a real-life clown using tattoos to transform his face and body. Oh, he believes life should be a lot less serious and humor is everything. Do we have a picture we can post up? Can we? Yeah? Oh, no!
Oh no. No. Nope. Draw on the line. No, that's not okay. Get it off my screen. Get it away. No.
What is that? Get it off the screen. Get it. Go. No. Bad.
Is it gone? Okay, cool. Where were we? Okay. I think we can all agree that teachers are some of the most dedicated and hardworking people in the world. And Christy Scott Griffith of Esplanade Elementary in Orange is no exception. The 2nd grade teacher has been using her own money at Ralph's in Anaheim Hills to buy school supplies for her students. Turns out, the staff took notice and surprised Christy with a poem read aloud for all the shoppers to hear. Despite these tough COVID times, Christy says the unexpected show of appreciation puts why she loves her job into perspective.
Thanks, Matt. Ralph's is a place where food comes from. When do I need food? When I feed my kids. What do you call a person who has kids? A parent. Which brings us to our next segment, Pandemic Parenting, or PP, where we remind you you're not alone, we're in this together, and it's okay to lower your standards just a bit.
What are you doing?
I'm bored.
Go bang your head against the wall.
Mom.
Only boring people are bored.
For this PP tip, I've decided to do something a little different. Most of you don't know this, but I have a twin sister, and she's been studying abroad in France and has been living there ever since. So as a Mother's Day gift to my mother, I am including her in this pandemic parenting tip. So without further ado, here is Andrea. Bonjour, hello, merci Alexandra. As my sister has said, my name is Andrea, and I have a PP tip for you. Washing your kids' hands. Now, maintenant, I do not have the kids, but I have heard of them. And they sound absolument terrible. So, to wash the child's hands, my advice to you is do not have kids. Okay, tout de suite. Au revoir. Mwah, mon sweet potato catchers. Matt?
Thanks, Alex. How's your life been during the lockdown? Now, throughout this series, we've been giving you little glimpses at how we are all coping with our adjusted way of life. Now, with places slowly opening back up, we realized we have to get with the times. So welcome to our updated segment, Life After Lockdown. We asked Chance resident artist Amanda Czar, Amanda, what are you most excited for in life after lockdown?
Wow, that is a really good question. Clearly, all of us have been thinking about this. Now that quarantine's over, what have I been missing? What can't I wait to come back? We've all been thinking about like a million things, right? Like there's tons and tons and tons of things that we've been thinking about. But now that you're asking me the question, of course, like my mind is totally going blank. There has to be something that I've been waiting to come back, right? Everybody has something. But now that you're asking, it's like my mind is totally blank, which is really strange. Should be able to think of something. What have I been missing the most? My mind, it's like totally blank. Can you come back to me?
Are you being serious right now, Amanda? I mean, look at all that stuff around you. And you know, I was prepared. I thought we were all gonna go hang out together. And it's like, oh, unless you're just being facetious. Oh, no. I get the joke now. Sorry, a little slow. And now I'll give it over to a lady who is my happiest place on earth, Laura Hathaway.
Community Spotlight! "25 years is a long time. Just think about it. 25 years ago was 1996. Independence Day was the highest grossing movie that year. Wonderwall by Oasis, Doing It by LL Cool J, and It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion topped the charts. And educator Autumn Brown began her career in teaching. Berkhurst Junior High School in Anaheim has been Autumn's home base for nearly her entire teaching career, sharing her love of drama with budding thespians for longer than the person who edits this show has been alive.
Don't start with me, Laura.
I sat down with Autumn and reflected on some highlights of her career. Hi, Autumn. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much for including me.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure. So let's dive right into it. How long have you been a teacher?
Oh my gosh, 25 years.
What is it about drama specifically that makes you go back year after year after year
Uh,
after year teaching?
well, it's so funny because in September, when the kids arrive in my classroom, they're like these little mice that walk in the door and they're looking around and what is this all about and who's this lady? And then slow but sure, you see them growing. And I'll never forget one year at open house, which happens in the spring, a dad came up to me and said, she won't shut up. She never used to talk this much, and now I can't get her to stop talking. And I said, you're welcome. Thank you.
When you found out that you were going to be teaching remotely, how did you strategize something so like touchy-feely as drama to teach it in a remote way?
Oh my gosh. I spent all of last summer taking classes online. I studied with Comedy Sports, the improv group. I went to the International Theater Association's virtual festival and took classes in acting and makeup and costume. All these, I was a student for 3 months.
Quite remarkable that someone who is literally, spoiler alert, about what, a year away from retirement or less
Uh,
now?
it's a month. I can tell you that because I have an app on my phone. So it's a month and 4 days.
So last summer, when you had 9 months before you were going to retire, you went back to school and learned how to teach online, knowing full well that you would only do it for a year?
I love being a student, and I love learning new things, and so there was no question that I was going to learn this new technology. And have I used it to the fullest extent? No, but I know what I know, and I use what I know.
I find it no surprise at this point that you were just recently recognized for an award. Right. The Lifetime Achievement Award for Excellence in Theater Education by the Orange County Music and Arts Administrators.
Yes, it's funny. I think to myself, who knew I'd be old enough to get a Lifetime Achievement Award? I guess it creeps up on you. So live and love well, my friends. It's stunning. It's stunning. I'm thrilled that other people see what I see. There's so many times in my classroom I'd be doing something with the kids and I think, golly, why isn't someone else here to witness this? Because this is so fantastic. This is so fun. They're doing such a great job. The award is actually called the Jim Thomas Lifetime Achievement Award. This is the first year that ACMA is giving it out. Jim Thomas is an old theater buddy, and early in my career, he was my mentor. I did many projects with him promoting arts education in our district and around California, but he eventually became the Visual and Performing Arts Coordinator at the Department of Ed, and we stayed friends, and he retired several years ago. So I just can't believe that someone I admire and love so much, and I'm getting the award named after him. That means so much to me. So thrilled.
Just recently, you had a couple of students who created some pretty powerful speeches and work. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
It all started with the California Educational Theater Association, which is our professional organization for drama teachers. They had a speech contest, and the prompt was, what theater means to me. And I did it as an assignment with my advanced students, my 8th graders, and I got some beautiful results, just very personal and very touching and honest. How the sense of family in the classroom and the self-confidence, it was really wonderful. And so I submitted several of them to the organization, and they selected one who was then the top 5 in the state.
Wow.
And so I videotaped her, sent it in, and she was part of a montage in the end. She didn't get number 1, although she should have. And she's part of a montage that was shown to legislators up in Sacramento. So that was pretty exciting. That was Calais Farmer. The other was given from the California Alliance for Arts Education, which is an arts advocacy group. And they have a competition every year called Student Voices, where students submit videos about arts education and promoting it and this and that. And we've entered several years in a row and always done very well. And this year was no different, thankfully. My wonderful girl, Giselle Gutierrez, she came up with the concept. I did all the videotaping because she wasn't able to access the other students. And then I sent her all a video, she put it all together, and that ended up being one of the top 15 in the state. And it's a beautiful piece about how we can still connect even though we're all so far apart.
How are your students dealing with the sort of, are they missing the togetherness? Are they still getting little inklings of that?
Yeah, we just recently in my district started allowing small cohorts of live in-person classes. Primarily they were organized so that kids could come in and do makeup work or find out how to do that math problem they couldn't figure out. But they also allowed us to do what they called mental health classes. So I've had a couple so far with my students. The first one was a couple weeks ago, and I invited my advanced students, and I had 15 kids. 15 was the max we could have. I had 15 show up. We played theater games. I had scheduled it for an hour, and after an hour, they didn't want to stop. So another hour went by, and we just played game after game. And oh, I remember that one from last year, and I taught them new stuff. I know I'm biased, but I'm also correct, so it's not a bias. That everybody should take drama in their life, because it's not about being an actor or a writer or a director. It's about feeling comfortable in yourself, being able to think about what you want to say and say it like you mean it, and look like you mean it. That's what's really thrilling to see these kids do, because they are so quiet, and the junior high, 12 years old, is such a crazy age. They're really trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And a drama helps them. That gives them a chance to fail. It gives them a chance to succeed. And when they leave, I tell you, I get notices and calls and messages from former students throughout the years saying, I still remember that relaxation exercise that we did. And as a doctor, I know how to talk to patients a little bit better. And oh my gosh, to think that something that they learned when they were 12 is still with them. That's really, really very gratifying and really wonderful.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I really appreciate you hanging out and talking about your career and all the great things that you're doing.
You know, I'd love talking about myself. So if you want, I have another hour if you'd like.
Great. Let's just, I'm not actually wearing a watch. See, acting. What time?
Gosh, improv. Good one.
Space work. As Autumn's time at Brookhurst Junior High comes to a close, I just want to offer a heartfelt thank you to her and to all the teachers out there who have kept going through an insane year. Your time and work makes a difference, and we thank you. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Laura. You know, things are a bit hectic in the world right now. You might be looking for some advice. Well, we've got it covered with another installment of Dear Daryl.
Dear Daryl, I don't know if I'm going to graduate from university. That year of distance learning really messed with my flow. Any words of encouragement?
Dear dude with a tude, just remember, plenty of stupid people have graduated from college. If they can do it, you can do it.
Wise words. Oh, I got so much joy out of that. Which brings us to Dose of Joy, where we ask the question, what brings you joy? Oh, I think I know what this is gonna be. We asked Chance Fellow Shannon Page. Shannon, what brings you joy?
My shot of joy is being part of the solution! Woo!
Oh, that's so awesome to hear, Shannon. Oh, I feel a montage coming on. Hit it, James! Oh, that was straight vodka. Okay. Yeah, no, the vaccine, cause shots, yeah, that's important too. Okay, just Take it away, Alex. Oh God, that burns.
You know, Matt, I heard tequila shots are actually really good for disinfecting your insides. Well, it's time to fill you in on all things Chance.
Cyber Chats. We are hosting Cyber Chats every other Friday night. Watch the shows online and then join us for a virtual discussion of the show with Chance artists.
Kicking off our 23rd season, the Chance presents the Orange County premiere of the Drama Desk Award-nominated musical, The Story of My Life. It's a soaring tribute to the power of friendship and the people who change our lives forever. Now streaming until June 6th. For tickets, go to chancetheater.com/story.
Chance Encounters. Chance Encounters follows a late-night talk show format with host James McHale, wisecracking sidekick Amanda Czar, humorous bits, and of course interviews with spectacular special guests.
Coming up in June, the Chance Theater presents the Pulitzer Prize-winning drama Sweat, which tells the story of a group of friends who have spent their lives sharing drinks, secrets, and laughs, and how they find themselves pitted against each other in a heart-wrenching fight when layoffs and picket lines begin to chip away at their trust. Streaming June 11th through July 18th. For tickets, visit our website, chancetheater.com.
Stage Facts, our new online series hosted by resident artists Miguel Cardenas and Christopher Diem, where Chance artists answer frequently asked questions about the Chance and theater in general, alongside fun TikTok trends.
And we want to welcome back our Speak Up programs, Teen Speak Up and Spectrum Speak Up. For over a decade, the Chance has been helping our community to find their voices and speak up about their lives and experiences. Through these programs, we hope to contribute to a more connected, compassionate, and creative community. For more information, please visit our website, chancetheater.com. And if you're looking for a way to get involved, join the dynamic and rewarding team of the volunteer staff. Just visit chancetheater.com for more info.
And most importantly, we want to hear from you, Orange County. Send us your good news, stories, pictures, videos. Send them our way. Email us at goodnews@chancetheater.com and help us highlight local heroes and moments of joy. For SGNOC, I'm Matt Takahashi.
And I'm Alex Bueno. Until next time, stay citrus, Orange County. Whew. I have got all my clothes from before I went on quarantine. Stuffed them in a bag because I knew that one day things would start opening up and I would have to wear pants that have buttons and zippers on them. All right, that doesn't fit anymore. Nope. All right. This is cute. How long have we been in quarantine? I bet this still fits. What? Crap. Nope. Stupid. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm never leaving my house again. Ever.